I've talked about strings. We created hello world, welcome to 1st of April. And then we started talking about string manipulation techniques. And if you see it here, we concatenated the two strings, and it gave us this result when we tested it, because we printed it out. Then we went to string repetition. After string repetition, this is what we were able to achieve. So when you use this, the major operator for string concatenation is the plus, while the major operator for string repetition is the asterisk. Then we talked about string slicing. So we want to get the first 4 items. We also want to get the last 3 items in that particular text. So if you want to get that, you do this. Last 3 items. Last 3 items. And so you have those last 3 items with you. If we go ahead to test what we have done, you'll see that, okay, this is the first 4 items. This is the last 3 items. So that is how you can do string slicing. Another thing you can do with strings is to reverse a string. So we say string reverser. So it is print text colon -1. Though this will reverse the string, so let's also test it and check. You can see it has taken it to, it just changed everything. So there may be need when you are doing real life programming, there will be need where you will do something like this, and then you can use that for whatever you want to use it for. What other thing can we do with string? We can also search through a string by using the find method. For instance, I'm going to create a new lab. I'll just call it string2. String2.py. I'll press enter. So for instance, I have a sentence. And I want to write a sentence. I say Python is a powerful programming language. Python is a powerful programming language. After writing that, I can come and say word. So I'm searching for the word powerful. I'm going to search for the word powerful. So I can do it in this way. If word in sentence, if word in sentence, print word has been found. Can do that. Else can say print word. So you can use this. The in keyword is a very powerful way of searching through a sentence or a group of words. So if we test this also, we will see. I'll first of all clear my screen because we have opened a new file. I'll clear the screen, clear screen, CLS. So I'm going to say Python string 2.py. I'll press enter. Okay, say powerful has been found. So which means the word powerful is inside. Python is a powerful programming language. What other things can we do here? We can also try to find the position of that word in the sentence. So we can say position is equal to sentence dot find. Find is the keyword, find word. So we can also test it and say print position. Print position. Check it again. Say it's in position 12. So let's check 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It will pick where it started. So the position 12 is where it is. There are other things you can do. You can say if position is not equal to -1. If position is not equal to -1, you can write a print statement and say print found word word was found at position okay, let's use the right word, at index 12 or whatever that will come up. So I've a bit modified that. So powerful has been found. Powerful was found at index 12. What other thing can we do with string? Another thing we can do with string is counting the occurrence of a particular word. Counting the occurrence of a particular word in a string. So for instance, we can take another one, text2, because we already have the text there, text2. We say Python is fun. Learning Python is great. So when you have a word like this, when you have a sentence like this, and maybe you want to know how many times a particular word appeared in that word, you can also use the count. So what we are doing now is finding or counting the number of occurrences of a word. So we have a sentence already and we want to find the number of occurrences. To do that, we just need to do text2 dot count, text2 dot count. I will put the word we want it to count for us. In this case, we want it to count Python. We can put this in a print statement so that we can see the result. Text2 dot count. You can put this in the print statement so that we can see the result. So if you check the result, you see that it's telling us that Python appeared twice in that string. Okay. Is there any questions so far? From here, I'm not seeing any question. So we go on and discuss other stuff that we have. We can talk about regular expressions. If we have time. So let's talk about regular expression. So I'm going to create a new file and say regular expressions esp.py. So this is regular expression.py. So if we want to do regular expression, there's one thing that we are supposed to bring on board, and that thing is import the irregular expression library. That's the first thing you are going to use. Then, for instance, I want to check whether a particular string has digits in it. I want to check whether a particular string has digits in it. So checking for digits in a string. So the first thing that is required from us is to write a pattern. The pattern with which you're going to use to check it. So from our classes on regular pattern, you understand that this is what you do if you want to check for a digit. So we want to check for one or more digits. So then we also give it a text. The text with which to check. So we can say user ID. And say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we come down and do the math. So we say math is equals to RE dot search. Then we put pattern. Then we put text. So we search whether there is digit in the text, and we do it at this level. So the RE that we imported, we are now using it to check whether there is a match or not. Now, you can just say if there is a match. That's what this means. If match, because Match will bring either, if you see something like this every time, you know that the final result of what is going to come out of here is true or false, is Boolean. It's going to output the Boolean. The output will be Boolean. So we check if match, that is, if match is true, that is what that means. We print and say that digits found. You can say digits were found in the text. Digits were found in the text. So digits were found in the text. If we run this, I'll clear my screen, say Python, then regular exp.py. So digits were found in the text. You can also do other manipulation. Digits were found in the text, and then we put something like this. Match.group. Match.group to display the digits that were found. So if we check it again, we say digits were found in the text, and we say 1, 2, 3, 4. You see the power of regular expression. Just with this 4 or 5 things here, you have been able to check for a digit using already made stuff there for you. Let's try another regular expression pattern. Okay, let's try another regular expression, and we can also look at it from that angle. So I'm going to create another file. We may not be able to test all regular expressions, so I'm going to create another file. I've just called this one regex dot regular expression dot py. I'll do another one. I'll say import. So it's almost the same pattern. It's for you to know the pattern that you want to check. This time around, I can start with text and say the text is Owanuri and Abua went to Owerri. Now, I want to check for words. Let me write what we're doing here. Check for words that with capital letter. So I'll come here and say capital letter, capital L is equal to, or just say capital words, that is better, is equal to regular expression dot find all. Then I put the pattern, which is the expression I want. I'll say B, A to Z, A to Z, This is the pattern, and this is the text. So if we follow the one we did before, I can come here and copy this out and call it pattern. Equal to, and then type pattern here. With that, it simplifies it for us. So with this, I can print capitalized word, print capital words. So let's check again. There's the viewer. Okay, so we're having an error, final. So your ability to read errors that are coming. Say module RE has no attribute final. So this is a syntax error. So it's asking me, do I mean find all? So I'm going to correct it and say find all. So I'll go back and check again. So you see, it has brought out words that started with capital letter. Owanuri, Agua, Erin, Owerri, because they started with capital letter in that district. So, like I told you people, you can also find email. You can also find other words. For instance, let's just do one other regular expression. Another regular expression that we can do that you also may find useful. That you also may find useful is maybe when we are validating a phone number. So validating a phone number. So import RE. So then we give it a pattern. The pattern is arrow. Depending on how you want the phone number to start. So that simply means 3 digits. Then you go outside of that. So the first one is going to start with 3 digits, and then another 3 digits, with a hyphen between, and another 3 digits. So you are the one that is specifying how it should be arranged as the programmer. So another, then finally 4 digits. Let's see whether this conforms with our Nigerian phone number. So we have the first 3 digits are going to be this kind of country code, going to be kind of country code, and then the next ones are 3 plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. So if you remove so it conforms with the Nigerian phone number. Then the next thing is we will now bring out a number to use to test this, whether it conforms to it. So I'm going to put the number in quotation. So we do 2, 3, 4. to be sure that this is a phone number. So we have 80 36 83 0 6 5 5 36 13 36 3 36 okay 613 trying to 4 okay. So if you have a pattern like this, it will make it. So let's try. So if ROE dot find match dot full match, sorry, dot full match. So I'll put the pattern, we put the number that we want to check whether it is full match. So to print, this is a valid phone number. This is a valid phone number. Else, to print invalid phone number. So let's check this. Let's see the PY regular expression PY. So this is a valid phone number. Who determines whether the phone number is valid or not? Is you. You are the programmer, you are the one that gave it this pattern. Say, this is the pattern I want it to follow. It will start with a open bracket and close bracket. But inside this open and close bracket, it will have 3 digits. Apart from having those 3 digits, the next thing it will have is space and then 3 digits, and then hyphen, and then 3 digits, and then hyphen, and then 4 digits. If you don't follow this pattern, for instance, let me do something like this, and let's test it. To tell you invalid phone number. Let's continue with other. At least you have seen an example of how to use regular expression. So let's also talk about converting a string to uppercase, to lowercase, or to title case. So I will just call it string transformation or string t.py. Now for this, we can just write a text, say text. So we are learning Python programming. We are learning Python programming. So we can say to lowercase print uppercase. This one will give us in uppercase text dot upper. So do lowercase text dot to text dot lower. Let me just change something so that we see the effect. So to lower upper their functions, and when you represent functions, these are functions that don't have parameters or arguments. So the last but not the least that I have to share with you guys is title case. Title case. Text dot type. So let's check this and say Python space string underscore t dot py. So you can see from here that this is uppercase, this is lowercase, this is title case, means each of the word will start with a capital letter. Finally, let's talk about removing unnecessary spaces. I think I can do it here. So we have text 2, removing unnecessary white spaces. Equal to, so I have a text like this. I have another one like this. You know that white spaces are regarded as characters in programming language. So I can form and say print original text. Print original text. Then I'll do text 2. Then I can also do print text. Text 2 plus 2. So if you have this, I'll go ahead and run. So you see, this is the original text with spaces. This is the other text without space attached to it. So thank you very much.